You know, my mother used to say a long time ago, whenever there would be any really catastrophe that was in the movies or on the air, she would say, always look for the helpers. There will always be helpers, you know, even just on the sidelines.
The Holiday Park VFD was started in midsummer 1962 by a group of concerned citizens, many of whom without any firefighting knowledge, who came together after they realized they needed to help their growing community. The nearest fire company was several miles away, and the Holiday Park area was growing rapidly. Major housing developments were underway, and many more were planned, as it was increasingly evident that Holiday Park needed its own fire department. An official charter was granted on January 21, 1963, naming it the Holiday Park Volunteer Fire Department, a nonprofit organization. Holiday Park's first fire engine was purchased used in 1963 from the Verona department. Because they had no building, it had to be housed at the Sardis Fire Company. On a fire call, one fireman went to bring the engine to the fire scene, while other responders went directly to the incident. This newly formed fire department purchased a piece of property on Route 286 later in 1963, and the original fire hall was dedicated in April of 1964. Then in June of 1965, the department ordered their first new engine at a cost of $17,750. By 1972, it was clear the fire department had outgrown their current small building, and plans were developed for a new fire station. In October of '72, a new building comprising a social hall and garage for 4 vehicles was completed and dedicated. Although this building was remodeled in 1987 and again in 2002, this is still the same building in use today. There were no ambulance services in Plum Borough other than being transported by the police or waiting for a neighboring ambulance. The members of Holiday Park had the same desire to help the community, and there were talks of providing an ambulance service. In March of 1973, Plum Council proposed that the Unity and Holiday Park fire departments initiate an ambulance service, with the borough providing insurance, medical equipment, and ambulances. In subsequent years, membership took classes for state certificates in addition to firefighting. In 1986, with the increasing number of motor vehicle collisions as well as special response teams due to the growing population, special businesses and light industry in the borough, the fire department decided to add a specialized rescue vehicle. The vehicle was ordered in 1986 from Pierce Manufacturing and delivered in 1987. This vehicle was one of the first in the area to combine water, pump, walk-in rescue body, air storage to fill air bottles, large generator to supply emergency scene lighting. The ambulance service was terminated in December of 1989 due to a lack of qualified medical personnel and tougher state regulations. In place of the ambulances, the department's desire to help, they decided that they would provide quick response service, QRS, to supplement the medical services given by the newly created Plum EMS. The Holiday Park Fire Department became the first certified QRS in the borough with a new vehicle. The current membership roster includes both paramedics and emergency medical technicians. All the department's firefighting and medical personnel are qualified in CPR and other emergency techniques. In 2001, the department added a combination engine rescue vehicle, replacing the 1987 rescue vehicle. The department, after completing a needs assessment, realized the best way to help the community was to investigate the purchase of an aerial truck. In June of 2008, a Pierce DAS Custom Class A 105 Quint was delivered and placed into service. Despite prudent financial policies, the purchase of the latter truck for $750,000 was possible because of a 2003 agreement reached between the Borough of Plum and the Plum Fire Chiefs Association, representing the 4 Plum fire departments. In 2012, a final decision was made to expand the current facility by adding a 5,000 square foot 2-story building adjacent to the current garage. This new facility was planned during 2011-2012, and ground was broken in December of 2012. The building was completed in June of 2013. The ground floor houses 2 vehicles plus storage space for gear and equipment. The upper floor contains offices, meeting rooms, and a fireman's lounge. 10 bunk beds for those occasions when the station must be manned 24/7, a kitchenette, toilet, and showers. The cost of the building when completed was $1,250,000. With the department responding to nearly 500 QRS calls a year, it was decided in 2016 to add a new QRS vehicle, and a 2017 Ford Expedition dedicated QRS vehicle was placed into service in October of 2017. The fire department had been planning to replace their 1995 pumper since 2015, and in 2018, the department took delivery on a new 2018 Pierce Enforcer custom pumper. While through the years there have been some changing faces, the department has always maintained a strong cadre of members of many years of experience whose commitment to community service inspires all of our members. Each member who belongs is dedicated to one purpose. They are here to help. No one should ever doubt the ability of Holiday Park Volunteer Fire Department members to respond to the needs of our community when any peril threatens lives or property. We are the helpers of our community.
We are here to help.
Because if you look for the helpers, you'll know that there's hope.